Please don't interrupt me. Don't interrupt me, please. I said, please. I lost this, but you notice it's cut because it was for another phone. You got to be ingenuitive. The question is, do you spend the money and throw this out and waste it? Or do you cut a hole that it looks ugly and you keep using it so you don't have the waste until it wears out and you can't use it? Why not fabricate something that doesn't wear out? Will it cost too much? Too much in labor, pieces, and parts. Now, if you don't use the cheaper part, or you don't make the cheaper part doesn't exist. But there will always be a cheaper part because one part would be better than the other part. Making one part not inexpensive, more expensive or cheap. I'm just talking the quality is not as good because there's something better, or the quality is the best that they did, but somebody did something better. I wish there were more people here watching. Poof, just so I know you're going to come back at me. When does it stop? When do you take a decision and stand by that decision when it means everything in your personal calculation? Why change your mind? It's like investing. You already know tomorrow, today, you know for tomorrow, today, right now, what has to be done tomorrow, but tomorrow comes and you change your mind when nothing has come into the area to change your mind. And I'm going to use this too. I was watching a movie and they were doing something to do with investing, but all they cared about is climbing to the top and then right down to the bottom. It wasn't, oh, I'm going to stay in this, let's see, it was gold or something, stock long, and I'm never coming out. So never look at it. When do you come out? Are you collecting the dividend? What is the square of the reality that you're putting into existence for tomorrow? And sometimes if you look at it towards money, then it's pretty much easy to figure out if you have a calculated investment. I'm not talking about a job, and jobs change because the system is made that way. The system is made for things to fall off, for things to go great and things to fall off. Because is it the cause and effect of the situation? What was the cause? The effect, we understand. But who or what was the cause? When the main goal in this entire world, if we were living by the laws of nature, is to make sure there's a balance, like the clam. The clam's mouth, they show like that. There's a little bit above, a little bit below, and we control that balance by making areas that fit the scenario. If you grow tomatoes and you're growing too many tomatoes, why keep growing all those tomatoes? Because another vegetable makes more money? Because you can export more of the vegetable rather than living in a certain community, okay, and living by the laws of nature of what's in that area surround and what distance should you actually travel before you spend the extra dollar. But it's easy. It costs less because we've moved the jobs all over the world. Is it because we couldn't import certain materials to finish the actual building of the job now? Are there not enough people who want to work? Got to work. Somehow you got to do something. Not everybody gets to do exactly what they want or what they're capable of. Nature, the balance of nature in the existence of life, of what surrounds you, to the horse's trail. Meaning that if the horse can't make it within 3 days somewhere, after 3 days, that's the furthest distance you should go. How do I come to that assumption? I'm going to start off by what the sky said. The sky said power, a stud, and gave us Pegasus. We're not going to go with the lion, fierce and roaring and running all over the place, chasing its tail. We're going to go with the blind horse. I'm not going to go with the bear. I'm not going to go with the bull, the Taurus, something that divides. I'm going to go with the horse. So we take the horse, or as far as you can walk. for 3 days. Because when you walk 2.5 days to 3 days and you come home 2.5 days to 3 days, that's actually the week. Stop on the weekend. There's 2 days of recovery on the weekend. Why? They call it the weekend. The week to rest on one, to restart on the other, and to replan. Is that your Saturday and Sunday? What is your mental weekend? What's on your plate? Should we just say parking 8 or no parking? No meaning pi, not divided by 3. Parking is divided by 2. You don't put your car in 2 spots. You put your car in 1 spot, and you make sure when you park your car that you have enough on each side, either for your passengers to get out or that somebody else can come in, because you can't only think of yourself. But that's what goes on in this world. Sometimes people think about themselves because they forgot to think completely. They're not capable of completely thinking, extending a thought other than for themselves. It's called waking up, knowing the difference, seeing the difference of the actuality of what you believe or perceive of what's in front of you. Just like you say 1, 2, 3, and you say first is gold, second is silver, third is bronze. Do you notice the way 1 and 3 are actually colors? And it's a material item. Gold and bronze is something. You have bronze material. They call bronze. What is the numeric value? What is the numeric value? Okay, bronze numeric element value. And I'm looking this up. And the numeric input for the bronze numeric list of, hold on, element scale bronze. Bronze is an alloy consisting primarily of copper, commonly with about 12 to 12.5 tin, and often with an additional metal material such as aluminum, magnesium, nickel, or zinc. So we get bronze that will include nickel, 5 cents, aluminum, okay, and other metals. So bronze is not one metal. Let me see, is there pure bronze? What is pure bronze made from? Bronze is an alloy that consists primarily of copper with the addition of other ingredients in most cases, typically, but arsenic, phosphorus, aluminum, manganese, silicone can also be used to produce different properties in the material. Different copper, brass, and bronze material. You see, so there's a connection inside of this. So you see right away when you got third place, you got second place. Because second place is silver, third place you have silver inside the copper to make the bronze. The copper is the penny, which is the 1 penny. Penny being first, meaning gold being first on the list. Worthless, worth less than every other gem material. What was I thinking? So now we have first, second, and third. And remember yesterday I was talking about ST and ND and RD and TH? Standardith. There's only 2 of us here, but ST, ND, RD, third. First, second, third, fourth. So now we're talking where 3 has a consistency of both 1 and 2 in it, 1 per color. 2 is for silver being in 3. So there's a shade of 1 inside of 2. 1 being the most pliable, meaning gold over the silver, and it's a harder. So it's 1 is softer and then it gets harder. The outside of the tree is the softest. Would that be the gold, the silver, and then the bronze, the core of the tree? How would we look at it? Can we look at it that way? And if it was, which tree would it be? TH is the first of its kind. RD telling me 18 and 04. ND telling me 14 and 04. And ST giving me 19 equals to 1 and 2 inside of S and T. 1 and 2 equals to 3. 3 by 3, 6 by 3 equals to my 18. The opposite of the 1 is 6. I'll multiply it by 6. I have to create an equation that will work in this situation, that will work in other situations, that will bring two situations of comparable value to be able to connect. I don't know exactly how to explain that. I wish I did. So I'm looking at I have to show you it as, because you have to think the same way, like when I'm thinking. So I see S and T is, I see S and T, it's the 19th and the 20th letter, and 39 is noted all around the roulette. Every second number together is 39. And if I was plugging things in with a space, you would all have 39, 37. And this one is 14 and 04. And this one is 18 and 04. And the same thing, because when you have 18, you must always include 19. 19 is the flip side of 18. It equals to 37, and that is your average in your numeric values in roulette. They're almost your opposites of each other, 18 opposite of 19. This total over here would be 64, 74, 82, being the cycle in the moon. This would be 64, 74, 78, which would be the gateway, and that would be through Mars, and it is the student in Mars. This one over here equals to 45, and this one will be equal to the sun, 26 and 19. All zeros equal 6. All zeros equal 6. Here's the 1 dot in the center. Here's the 6, the opposite. There is no 7 and 8 because it's controlled by 1. 1 controls coming from and going to. 1 is the controller. There is no 8. The 8 belongs to here, this way, or that way. But there's 1 always passing. Now, if I held it up, if I held it this way and it was passing this way, okay, it would be passing through 14 around, okay, passing through 7 if you want. 14 around, 1 and 6, 2 and 5, 3 and 4 equals 7, equals 7, equals 7. But this is the real 7, and these are only 755, like the U.S. Enterprise, SS5, SS7. And I've seen this somewhere before. Okay, so if this was the 1 passing through 6, and this was your 7, let me see if I can get a marker and mark this down here. So this would pass right through here. So all around here, and what this would tell me is, you see, when I look at this, you see the spirit of 55 and I see 22. You see 55, I see 22. Right? If you want to look at it that way, because that's how that sets up. So when you're going through this, you're going 7 through 14 or 7 through 5. Or if we change this, right, and we put a 4 and a 3 here, so it'd be 5, it would be 5. So you would be going passing through as 3 and 4 is the pass. And then you'd have 5 and 5 and 7 and 7. You would have 29, 14 and sorry, you'd have 24. We'd have 24. We'd have 24, 10 and 14, 24. There's an equation with this. I don't remember where it is, but this will create 24. Add the 6 will be 30. Now we have the spirit. We have the sun. This would be 30, becomes 36, and that would be your birth angel. This would be Jesus in the freedom of 55 through the passage of the moon. 55 times 77 equals this time, this equation times this equation. 7 times 7, 55 times 77. And then this one is 49 and 25. This will be 49, and 25. 5 by 5, 25. 7 by 7, 49 equals to 74. And we have Jesus, freedom of Christ, at the pass of 5775, or the year 2015, 2615, where we have the Queen of Mars, or 41, related to where we come from, the sun, but exchanged for the Queens of Mars. Queen, 62. Dog, 62. Game pass, 55. Pass. 38 and 1, 39 and 16, 55. Game pass, 26, 55, 81. Pass through Venus. The angel passes through Venus. So what we're actually doing is it's like, how much does it weigh? Well, we'll put a 25-pound on this side, but that's only the 25-pound weight to equalize for what the true value is on this side. Otherwise, the system or the computer system will say, that doesn't match. Can't open the door. I can't duplicate it. I can't do anything to duplicate it and add an extra strand on it. Add an extra strand on it to follow along, that it won't mix anything up. It'll be a little bit bigger. They'll get a few more headaches. But we're in the system, no matter what, intertwined into the, not the aether, but what has built from animal into human. Animal, man came with the animal. Man came with the animal. What were they doing? What was God doing when he says man and animal on the sixth day? Did he say animal and man, or man and animal? Ma? Man, animal. Ma. The mother. The mother comes from the animal. So where does the father come from? Where does the father come from? Just trying to think. What from the animal is the mother? From the bear. Because she's bearing a child. And bearing is a big round bearing where you can keep turning it around. Doesn't matter which way inside the envelope. But you can't do it with the umbilical cord. But I'm just trying to show you the whole motion of thought. Just looking at something over here. Trying to figure out something. Yeah, when I do that, I lose my trend of thought. So the ST, the ND, and the RD. So the RD, RD. Something recreational divide, recreational vehicle, that would be RV. But the D is in the V family, the RV, the recreational vehicle inside creation. Are we those recreational vehicles? Anytime I see the R, right away, that's us. We are the RD. That's our creation, RD, third. We're third, and we're bronze. We're fixed. Something in our brains are that number one, the movable gold in our thoughts. Number one is the pass from the sun, 9 times 6, 9 times 5. Number two is the gateway through Mars. The student passes, and then the cycle of the moon, third. When they say third rock from the sun, they're saying third. And like I said before, and this is what I have to believe, that 1 and 2, okay, is replaced with number 9. But in the deck of cards, it tells me a different story. It says 1 is inside 9. I no longer need 3, but I always need 2. I always need the silver. I always need the silver because the gold is riding in 9. So it becomes 9 and 2. And 2 is your lowest number and 9 is your highest number. But in all actuality, 9 is the first number to the countdown. 9 is your birth. In rotation of 6, 7, and 8 is gone because that is the passage through the moon. 7 and 8. So we're back to 2 and 9 again. Forget about 6, 7, and 8 because 6 is who you are. To divide it up. 6 coming from 1. 1 occupies the 3 position, and where in the 3 position we have the 2. And I'm going to have to show you on these dice over here that in the 2 position and the 3 position over here. See, I got that dot inside here, so I don't need that dot because that dot has already been intercepted right over here. right there. Passing between here and here. What is above is below. The gateway, the seventh gate to the eighth world. This is the same. These two are the same on this side as they are on this side. The diamond 8. Not sure if you can see the design that's inside of here, or the flag that stands out. Do you see anything? L? Just questioning 3 here and 1 here, these 3 and 1, these 3 and 1, these 4. This is a card that's 16. 8 up and 8 down. They're all the same. The diamond card. Love these cards, Jamie. Trying to extend this video by just putting a little bit extra into it. I'm not really sure if we went everywhere with this. There was something else I wanted to mention that was over here. I'm going to take the camera down so we can do it a little slower. First and third. Second and third, first and second. Now, if we were talking baseball, all this is probable. We're not going to talk about home P8. P8, plate. You know why? When you're at the plate, you're either up at bat or you've come home. Anyways, 1 and 2 is ST and RD. You can look at this becomes 61, the church. 22 and 39, 61. 2 and 3 become 5. 9 and 2 become 2, become earth. Earth, church, spirit. 77, Christ. 18, 8 and 2 create 10, create 1. 1 and 2 create 3. This is man. This will be the spirit on the moon for the blue world. NDRD, 22nd letter, 22. 18 for the R, 4 for the D, 22. When we have first and second together, we have 39, which is 3, and 9. We have 3 and 9 with 3 and 9. And first and second create the numeric value for the moon. And the opposite of the moon, that's right. The opposite of this word moon, okay, is Mars. M-A-R-S is the related, sorry, is the related word because of the value. 4 letters, 27 each letter, because a reverse alphabet creates 27, 108, the difference 51, that numeric value is Mars. The sun, 48 is the sun, 52, 31, 48, the man, the sun, Earth's heart, 1/4. This is 1/2. This is also representing Pluto. This is representing the angel. This is representing Saturn. And it all comes out in the moon. The child and the sky. The moon, the sky, the sun, Pluto. So we total the 3 of these two together is 101. 101 minus 57 is 44, stands for area space. I can just add them up or take them away. I can take away this one from this one, gives me, take away this one. No, wait a second. Take away 1. Take away number 39. Take away 39. Take away 39. Actually, all we have to do in order to have everything is 22. 22 is everything in this position. So if we have a total of 158, take away 158, 148, 138, 136 would be 136 would be the answer. Only because number 3 makes up 1 and 2. But like I said, number 9 is everything. The sun, the spirit, the earth, the blue moon, and the church over here. First, 72, win a big red sun. Second, give me the time. And third is in between time running on the clock. 5 to 9. This is our, is this a 16-hour day? 5 until 5 is 12 until 9. That's my 16-hour day, 5 till 9. It also says E-I-E-I-O, maybe a reflection of being on the farm. I guess that's enough for this video. I want to thank you all for watching now and after. I ended it rather quick. I'm not really sure where else I should go. Passing through this dice, it's going to be 4 sides. Is going to make 14. And you go around, and that'll be 10. sorry, if we do the dice cube, 14 to go, 7 and 7, 14. Christ is to go through it, and 2014 is to go through it, and 2014 is to go through it. Is the actual number to 2015, and then the when it goes down the drain, it also uses time. The car you can stop the engine, but the car will still move forward. So like I said, because 1 and 6, you can see right through it. The other numbers, it's the only one. Everything else will be 5. When I go through these two, I have 20 around. Sorry, I have 10 around. 10 that you can see. Or 10 and 7, 5 times 2, 5 plus 2. Or an extended version is the above and below will be added together on each side. So it'll be 7 and 7, 14. And these will be 20, 14 and 20, explaining 34. 3 and 4 is what begins everything. 3 is the one number that associates 1 and 2 together, and 4 is the first part of TH, which 4 is inside a 6, the half-life, and inside of what I call maybe 5, the quarter life. This 1.25, 1.25, 1.25, 1.25 equals to 5. This one over here is 4 times what? 4 times 1.25 equals to 5 and covers up that spot. 1.25, 512 Earth memory. 4 is in the corner. 4 is in the corner. 4 is over here. So we're working with the student. 5 and 6, 11. We don't need anything else because it associates everything else. 5 and 6. That's 11. That's 5 by 6, 11. And 11, you minus it, okay, is 19, the spirit, the church, or 41, birth in the sun. So when we add those together, 7 and 7 is 14 and 20. 20 becomes 26. 26 and 14 become 40. 40 becomes 46. 46 becomes 10, becomes 16, becomes, voila, 7. That's what it is. Not me, but the dice cube, adding them up, letting the numbers talk. Raphael, 7286 in the constellation of Pegasus. Thank you for watching. Only believe the truth you understand to be the truth. And let's move forward. Thank you. Be nice to your neighbor. Clean up. Don't throw things on the street. Be nice. Before you act, turn around, calm down. Tell everybody to give you a minute, but don't blow the steam on everybody else. Thank you for ending this stream.